And we're back with round three. We have Josh Barlow against Shaun Capes. Josh on Black Green The Rock. Shaun on Merfolk.
Yeah, Shaun being heavily favored here, even post sideboard, I guess.
Heavily is about right.
I'd say that is most definitely.
It's going to be ironic that Josh's best card's probably going to be Abducticate postboard.
This is true. Having a quick look at his sideboard, there's nothing really he can put in that helps. Maybe the tendrils, but and he's got one damnation in his side. I think it's gonna be rough.
Yeah, it's always going to be tough against Merfolk with generally black green X decks, sometimes even green white X decks.
Yeah,
Um, those are a bit better because you have Coco to sort of catch you up.
yeah, indeed. While they're busy resolving their mulligans, so I guess we can just switch in and have a look at how that's going.
Interesting to note, Shaun doesn't have Chalice of the Void. Not sure if that's logistics issues of not being able to find any, or just that the card's out of favor, which it isn't.
No, he's running three main board.
Oh, is it the main board? Okay, never mind. I
Yeah,
take that back.
take that back. He's running their main.
That's kind of scary.
That is quite spectacularly scary. I think he was expecting a different feel today.
Yeah, a lot of Death Shadow type decks.
Yeah, which we actually haven't really seen at all.
Yeah, recently Cape Town Meta, no Death Shadow. I think Shad's the only one playing Death Shadow and he's on the
Yeah.
4 color.
Which is interesting because a couple of weeks ago you couldn't turn sideways without hitting a Death Shadow deck in Modern.
Yep. And at the moment, Death Shadow appears to be nowhere.
Okay.
I mean, even Shad not playing today would have probably played Blue Eye Control. Possibly Death Shadow just because he enjoys the deck.
And there is reveal a Merfolk, and Josh being very meticulous about writing down what happens.
He reveals a Lord. That's not ideal. Yeah. Push coming down, killing anything on sight. That's how you beat Merfolk. Kill them all.
Kill them all. Push being very good against this type of deck, I think. With the fetches, he can really just take out everything.
Shaun has Chalice in hand. I'm surprised he didn't go Chalice for 1. Because that would have been... Actually, he probably drew it off.
He probably drew it, yeah. I think he's going to go Chalice for 1 now. Although...
It stops the Thoughtseize, which Josh probably doesn't want to cost.
Probably.
Spreading Seas targeting Overgrown 2.
Wow, okay, that's also great. Gets him a card.
Shaun misses it. Oh, does not miss an hand drop. Did not see that one. But yeah. Spreading Seas hurting Josh here. It's going to take him off of WK for a while.
Yeah, and at this stage he's also not really sure if he's facing down a Jund list or not, since...
Well, I'd assume it's straight black green just because of the Ghost Quarter.
This is also true.
I mean, if there was a Ghost Quarter in Jund, I'd be pretty scared because you'd wonder how they make their mana work.
Years of practice.
I mean, Abzan, you could probably play a singleton Ghost Quarter. Not that the mana is better, it's just the cards require less mana.
Yes, less
intensive. Less color intensive mana at least.
And now Josh being shut off from the Lily in his hand.
He's gonna Ghost Quarter the Overnight, probably fetch Forest.
Be ready for whatever comes next.
Could be Swamp and a Lily of the Veil, that would be pretty strong in this board, and it probably is going to be the player.
And yeah, that's it. Make discard.
Josh probably going to discard it Thoughtseize.
Tracker, wow.
Tracker. He has no green, so...
Sure, he probably doesn't care. Shaun discarded these Chalice, which is also weird. I think
Shaun playing a Lord of the Trident.
Double lords. Okay, there's some stuff there. One's gonna get lost. He's gonna have to sacrifice it.
Possibly both, depending on what Josh drew. He drew a basic forest.
Thoughtseize.
He's gonna see a chalice, which
No, he
wait,
did
the
a
chalice got tossed. He's
chalice
gonna
got
see double Lord, effectively.
and one's gone. Good for him.
It's not that good. I'd be tempted to plus up here. But yeah, the minus, as we foretold.
Yeah, well, okay, him having a forest also means that Ooze is getting some real value out.
Yeah, it's gonna become a bit bigger.
So he probably, I think, should play out the forest here and pass the turn, not attack.
Yeah, I do think Chalice of the Void is a very important card in the match, but Shaun had, well, having been unable to really capitalize on it
Yeah.
because he drew it after turn 2, and that's the ideal time to play it in this match.
Yes. Also, I mean, having 4 lords, you really don't want to be tossing one of them
Yeah.
unnecessarily, since you're trying to big damage him out.
I'm gonna see Mirror Rejoy.
Play the one that he saw off the Thoughtseize, and nice.
It's gonna kill the Lily.
And Josh going up 1 life, getting big.
Scavenging is one of the cards that are actually pretty good in this matchup because it keeps you gaining life and getting bigger each time. And yeah, we're gonna see every discard spell Josh discard or draws at this point is gonna be basically a dead card. And Treetop Village tapped for Josh. Treetop Village Jaman land I'd actually play over a lot of the Abzan colored ones anyway.
Yeah.
The only problem is it only produces one color, so it's at its best in the rock as opposed to Abzan.
And he's playing 1 Hissing Quagmire, which is interesting as well. The Treetop Village being favored because 3 damage instead of 2.
Also, the trample is very relevant.
And
Death Touch a lot less relevant in modern, unfortunately. And yeah, if Shaun top takes something like Spreading Seas, it's going to be a nightmare.
it is going to be quite unfortunate.
At the moment, Shaun can actually
Goes in.
trades a Scavenging Ooze for a Curse Catcher.
Sure.
And here the Scavenging Ooze might outgrow anything Shaun has.
Yeah, like, okay, he's got 2 growths currently. He got his Quagmire, as just mentioned, that he did have access to that.
And Josh, I believe, has Thoughtseize in hand.
Yes, he does
And
indeed.
Shaun last turn tanked the land, I believe.
And there's Master giving many.
I believe it's
5.
Almost
4.
certain Mirror Rejoy, that
4.
one.
Yeah.
There's one, seems to be.
Yeah.
Getting 4 elementals. It's also a card that's kind of hard.
Eats 2, gains 2, back to 20.
And Josh is going to have to rely heavily on the Scavenging Ooze to try and carry him through the game.
I don't know how he's going to get out of dealing with the white board here. He does have a Lily, so he could probably just try and force Shaun
the
to
Lily-
swing there instead.
The Lily here is not an ideal card. He wants to keep his mana up as much as possible to try and kill the Scavenging Ooze. I'm not too sure if Shaun's playing. Yeah, Shaun is playing 2 Dismember main board and Vapor Snag times 2. Both of those cards are going to be very effective at dealing with the Scavenging Ooze here. Not too sure he's drawn. I do think there are lands. He's probably been tanking the one. Looked like a Minnow.
Yeah.
Sulafo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there it's going down.
Only got a curse catcher in the yard, so Josh is gonna eat 3 creatures. Gains 3 life at 23, and his Scavenging Ooze becomes a 6/6 at this point. Actually 7/7, sorry.
It is good. Okay, now that there's nothing more to target, I think he just needs to hope he draws some business. He doesn't. That's a land that he drew.
Unfortunately for Josh here, he's gonna have to start attacking at some point because sitting back's not gonna help him.
Nah. But also, if he attacks now, he kind of just.
He won't die on the swing back just because he's at 23.
But it's getting close. I mean, it's 2 swings at this stage, if I'm not mistaken.
So yeah, we're gonna see the Lily. It's gonna it's gonna plus, and discarding an island.
And his Thoughtseize. So no business anywhere. And that's gonna hurt.
Snag.
That Vapor Snag is gonna be very, very, very unfriendly.
Yeah, you could see from Shaun's body language that
He's very happy to see that card.
He's pretty excited. At that point.
Excited is the word. So yeah, when do you do it? Straight up? Just let it.
Well, I'd probably do it this turn.
No, before combat, not even.
Yeah, you
Right-
bounce
right
the
now.
Scavenging Ooze, put 3 of the elementals at Lily. Actually, no, you don't attack with the Master of Waves.
Yeah, two elementals at Lily and everything else at.
I'd put 3 because he has the Treetop Village to block.
Sure, you can actually just. And he goes all in, except
this
for
is-
the master. Smart man.
So yeah, 3 at the Lily and the rest at you.
So
Lily is definitely dying, so there's no point
So,
blocking there.
eight at him, and Lily. Yeah, he could probably try and use the Treetop Village to kill one of the lords.
I do think you kill the. Actually, it's a tough one whether you kill the Meadow Digite or the Master of the Bold Trident.
Not having a board currently, I'd go with the master. Really?
I'd kill the Digite just because it's gonna tap down whatever blockers you.
Sure. You wanna be able to get to it. So
The conservative block is blocking an elemental, but that's not gonna get you anywhere.
No,
And
it's
we
not
do
gonna-
see Josh blocking the Digite. And yeah, Josh 816.
was that 5? Wasn't that just 4?
Now it's 5 because the Lord still gets pumped before damage dealt.
Oh yeah, sure. Okay, I was actually counting like an idiot. Okay,
No first strike to be had there, unfortunately.
and there's the ooze back.
It can become a 3/3, and Shaun top taking a
Land.
Mutavault. The best land he can top take, although I
Yes.
still wouldn't want to top take a land.
Same swing. So he gained.
He gains 1 and then he takes 8. Yes.
No, he is on 9. Then he.
He jump blocks, well, not jump blocks, he kills one of the elementals.
Yeah, but I would rather kill the lord in this case. I
The
mean,
thing is, there aren't enough creatures for him to grow the screws bigger than the Lord. Oh wait, no, the Lord's a
the
2/2.
lord's a 2/2, and at least if he does that, he can eat it again with the ooze, gaining another life.
Minamo doesn't do anything that protects legendary creatures, right? It returns lands, I believe. Untaps lands.
We can actually check. It
Untap target permanent.
Yeah, it untaps. Okay.
Target legendary permanent. So
Yes.
yeah. Not too sure why he didn't kill the Lord.
And
Especially now that he top take the fatal push for the master.
nice. That was just lucky.
Get a clue, crack the clue, get a fatal push.
Get a clue. Got a clue. Nice. Okay, so this is a pretty big swing. Tracker being there. is going to slowly grow. The card advantage from this point onward is great.
He does in fact top deck at EGD though.
Sure.
Shaun's out here is probably top deck a Spreading Seas.
Land drop, get a clue. I think he pops it straight away.
I think so too.
Because his hand is empty, he might as well.
I do think you should probably double swamp tap here because of the scavengers.
He goes one of each instead. Draws Maelstrom Pulse. That is very good.
Killing probably the DGD. Actually, at this point, I think it's better to kill the Master of the Pole Trident, but
that's
depends on him.
No, I think he'll still go for the Regery.
He's not blocking here though. He's definitely attacking.
Yeah, I think you take one out, make sure nothing dies.
You kill the Trident because the Regery's effect is less relevant.
Sure, because you're turning side. Oh, he's not turning sideways, so maybe. And that's a Chalice in hand.
And Chalice not going to be helpful here.
Not doing
Chalice
anything.
Chalice on 1 could still be okay. Chalice on 2 is probably not going to be helpful at all.
Yeah. I think
although Chalice on 1 may damage him more than his opponent.
Yeah, I don't think... Look, I'm actually not even sure why it's main board, but like I said earlier, it's probably
to deal with Death Shadow.
Meta call.
Wow, that's a Chalice for 3.
Wow. Look at that.
What does that hit out of Josh's deck though?
Wow.
Maybe 3 lilies left? No, 2 lilies left because he's already dealt with 2, I'm sure.
So 3 drops, choke. There's 4 lilies, 2 Maelstrom Pulse, 2 trackers. 1 tracker's in the yard, 1's in play. 1 lily's already gone, and 1 Maelstrom Pulse is gone. It does nothing for him. Unfortunately. And no cards in hand, so that Inquisition not going to be doing anything today. And...
wondering whether or not he should attack. At some point he's going to need to clock short now. Another Lord. There's no point not playing it.
Yeah, he might as well run it out. It does help a little bit, at least.
I'm surprised Josh hasn't eaten more things.
I don't think he particularly cares. He might actually just be leaving it because of the whole Vapor Snag incident. Leave some for later. I mean,
as long as they're 4/4s, they're fine, I guess.
Yeah, 4 is more than enough, except when too many lords come down. Taps down.
And Shaun just making sure how big the screws can get. And Shaun attacking here. Attacking for 3 and 4.
So he's definitely forcing Josh to eat the last creature. Regery dies taking 4.
So Josh goes down to 6.
No, 5.
No, he gains 1 life.
Oh yeah, he gained the life. Sure. Okay, 6.
I do think that was more an attack out of desperation than anything else.
I think it was not too bad though. I mean, he left the Mutavault, which...
And if he does stop taking Spreading Seas,
then he's just done. Yeah.
The problem now is the scavenging was
4, 5.
6 actually, so it goes down to 12.
Yeah, makes it bigger, sure. So 1 life up.
And second Mutavault.
Ooh, that's nice.
Probably passes the turn.
Yeah, I think you can...
The problem is now, because he made that semi-suicidal attack earlier, he's not in a position where he can actually win the game.
Oh, but Josh is just drawing hand disruption, which is not going to help
I think Josh is... What? Josh didn't attack. I do think he's probably dead now.
And that's it.
I think Josh had to attack last turn just to try and make Shaun jump block. So
Yeah, he's like the attack with both. It represents lethal anyway.
because the thing is, he's on 7, so
Yeah.
another Lord won't actually kill. Actually, no, another Lord would kill him because of double mutilate.
Yes.
Actually, no, because Shaun has to jump block.
Yeah, like if he swings them with both, he would have to take the chum block, which would be better than not doing anything. Here's the deck lists.
A lot of the time, it's important to put yourself in a position where you can win the game as opposed to not losing the game.
Yeah. Looking at Josh's sideboard, I'm guessing he brings in the collective brutality, victim of night, and damnation. I don't like see him bringing in anything else.
I think Tran the Lost Troll's also
Yeah, I guess that could just
a
like
decent option.
can work.
Flaying Tendrils can also be useful.
Not really, because as soon as the first Lord comes down,
because the Lord doesn't pump itself. So
sure, at least
the Flaying
yeah.
Tendrils will wipe the board for one Lord. Victim of the Night, Flaying Tendrils. Really Last Hope not ideal here. So I wouldn't suggest that. And on Shaun's side, probably gonna see Kira Glossmanner maybe, and then possibly Relic of Progenitus because of the ghosts and scavenging oozes, and then maybe Tidebinder Mage. That is the one that turns a tapped creature.
That locks down a creature.
Taps down a creature.
A green one, I believe.
Yeah, Harbinger of Tides is the one that bounces.
Yeah, we can overhead this for the guys. Like
yeah, red or green creature. That's gonna be pretty good in this matchup.
Yes, that will be great here.
So Kira Glossmanner, Tidebinder Mage, possibly Relic of Progenitus, maybe Echoing Truth, but that's unlikely. Then always side out 8 of Vials in this type of matchup. Like the match is gonna go grindy anyway.
And I think you can also like let the chalices go. I don't think he really needs it for this matchup.
I do think the chalices are still relatively good in this match. It does deal with Fatal Push and all the hand hate, although
yeah, but then you have to get a downturn 1-on-1.
I think Chalice on 2 is probably going to be backbreaking for this rock deck to actually deal with.
Well, okay, I didn't see if he sided it out now, so but let's have a quick breakdown. 1 drops only 10, 2 drops 16, so that's probably where it's at.
And like he only has 2 abrupt decays instead of the usual 3 or 4, so that's a lot less ways to actually deal with Chalice.
Sure. Yeah, okay, so they are almost ready, so let's get a view on them. And let's see how the second one goes.
So Shaun winning game 1 in a match I didn't think he was going to win. Well, a game I didn't think he was going to win. The match is still his to lose in my opinion. Merfolk deck, pretty favored, I think. Disruption just matches up better on Shaun's side than it does on Josh's side.
Okay. Shaun doesn't like what he sees.
We don't even get a chance to see what he sees.
No, that was so quick. I think it was just disgusting.
Possibly no lands. I'm going to assume he sided out 8 of Vials since he'll be on the draw. And I don't think 8 of Vials is very good in matches where it gets grindy.
There's Victim of Night in Josh's hand, so that was the thing that happened. More spot removal is always good against this wide board that you can't really deal with any other way.
Although Kira Glossmanner does tend to deal with spot removal other than Abrupt Decay.
Yes.
I don't think anyone was really expecting to see Merfolk here today though, in all fairness.
It shows its head every now and then. Probably not enough to particularly care. You kind of just hope you never see it.
Yeah, just dodge it.
Dodge it all the way. Hope someone else fixes it for you.
With the big mana decks that have been played today, I don't think it's particularly good.
Showing off a Lord.
And I do think he thought take a Chalice, a Aetherval.
No, that's...
Okay, Yes, no, is it a chalice? It's the second card from the front.
Yeah, that's not a vial.
Could be a Lily. Oh, and Josh actually sided in Lily last though.
Well, that's good.
It's also awkward because the Lords take all the X1s out of the damage range. Yes, it was an Etherval.
It's definitely the vial. Oh, it's with a different print. I wouldn't recognize it.
Oh, it's the Eternal Master Sprint.
Yeah, well, Mono Master Sprint.
Oh, that one. Is there even an Eternal Master Sprint? I don't think so. I think it's only two prints. I do think it's a match where that needs to come out.
I don't think you really need it, but it's always nice to have. I mean, in my deck, I probably wouldn't take it out in this matchup either.
The thing is, in your deck, it's very like your synergy depends on Etherval. This
No.
deck can just play things.
In my deck it depends on the collective company, not so much the vial. That just makes it worse.
And there's a Tarmogoyf.
Oh, nice! Look at him.
And the Victim of the Night killed the Lord, possibly.
Isn't that a bit greedy?
I don't know. He was looking at doing it. Yes. Victim of the Night killed the Lord.
Sure. I mean, he's got a fatal push in hand as well.
He wants to be mana intense, well, mana efficient. Etherval going up to 1.
Oh, he's got the other Victim of Night in his hand as well. That's why
So
he
removal.
might as well just spot them out with the most difficult ones every.
Spreading Seas.
Oh.
Targeting. Hissing Quagmire.
Yes, definitely. Draws a card.
Gets Cavern of Souls Fulfill. Naming Merfolk, of course.
Are you sure? Kidding.
Well,
Go in. Goes in for 3.
Shaun going down to 70. And yeah, Shaun's hand looks like
You might just start crying.
Meter Rigidi, Master of Waves, Phantasmal Image, and a land, I believe. The Rigidi comes down now.
Next turn it would be the wave.
Well, that's awkward. The Rigidi cancels out the Aetherval.
What?
Attack for 1. It's not blocking anyway.
Okay, sure. They were just making sure the Reedry's tap needs to be on cost.
Yeah, because it doesn't work with Aetherval at least.
Yeah. Oh, but this is going to be. Bounce that back to hand. Do you think he made a mistake here, maybe, attacking there?
No, because his opponent used the removal spell. So the attack wasn't. Like the removal spell was going to kill something anyway.
No, the thing is, his Lily's on 7. He can alter it next turn and then just ride the zombies out for the win.
Oh, you mean Josh making
Yeah, Josh making that attack and not protecting his Lily.
That is probably a valid point. However, he does have another removal spell in hand.
Well, yeah, he's got push and he's got the Victim of Night, so he could probably get.
Unfortunately, yeah. I do think he used the Victim of Night, so I don't think he.
No, he had a second one in hand.
Oh, sure. Then he used another. You do the second push basically. So I still think the Lily's going to get hit here because Shaun's going to now vial in the Phantasmal Image, make a copy of Mirror Injury,
Yes, and then
play
play
Master of Waves.
to get 5 elementals, also tapping down the Goyf. Yeah, Shaun has been.
Although Master of Waves against Lily Last Hope is not something you want to face, but it is
Yeah.
getting +2/+2, becoming a 4/3.
Well, the most important thing here is that Lily doesn't ult next
Yes.
turn. And I think looking at this board state, it's not going to happen. I think he's just going to slowly turn the game around.
Oh wow.
Oh wow, look at that. Untap tap now. Play the master with 6 elementals.
No, I still think it's only 4 because neither of them have double blue pips.
1, 2, 3. Oh, it's 4. Yeah, I keep forgetting that the.
It's gonna hit Lily for 3, Lily's gonna go down to 4.
Oh, 1, of course. She was been targeting him.
Yes.
Alright. I also forgot about that. Yeah, we're talking about it staying alive, it actually is.
So yeah, the Vandasmal image had to actually come down and target Miroriji. Would have been pretty funny to see Miroriji and then he goes Master of Waves, plays the Curse Catcher again, and then plays Vandasmal image copying Master of Waves, getting additional tokens.
And then staring down some zombies.
Although Lily did in fact just kill Phantasmal Image, sacks on whenever it becomes targeted by spell or ability.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good as well.
Actually, like this Lily Last Hope has been absolutely decimating Shaun here.
Yeah. They're also echoing our sentiments. Josh saying this is a very interesting game. That's abrupt decay. And now he's got the victim of night for the next one. I think he's pretty safe in protecting it here.
Shaun deciding not to play the Master of Tides. He's gonna victim of night the Curse Catcher. I do think Shaun's just dead here.
Sure, gets
Not
two.
dead, but
1, 2, 3. Why 3? Oh, he's got the spreading seas on the other side.
yes. Kept not seeing that, but that's also not super good.
And
Alt is Lily.
that is it.
This is actually an ulti that Shaun can beat, but
Well, with the spreading seas being around, yes, he can, but I think.
At the moment, I just think he's too far behind.
Yeah, also, yeah, the spot removal is really killing him. Josh still has the Lily, so he can force Shaun to sack either the Merfolk there or wake up his
Well, he doesn't have
Mutavault.
double black,
Oh,
unfortunately.
he doesn't because of the
Spreading sea.
seas.
And I do think that's a ghost quarter. He gets 2 zombies in with the.
Sure.
Shaun's just gone at this point.
Yeah, I think if he's smart.
Spreading sea is targeting. Ghost quarter, the overthinker.
The one that gets targeted, so
Yes.
you don't draw a card.
And that should be it for me.
Okay, they're making sure, but the ruling is that there's no valid target, so the casting of the aura gets counted on resolution and it goes straight to the graveyard. No ETB trigger.
Yep. Difference was like something Oblivioning?
Excuse me?
Oblivioning is just an enchantment, right?
Yes, that's something. It's something with an ETB.
Yeah, so it ETBs, then it can choose a target.
Yeah, it
and
enters
then
the
it
enters
gets rid of
first.
the target.
Yes.
And the judge is clarifying things for both players. believe Shaun is a prospective judge or is a level 1
No,
judge.
they're both level 1
Yeah.
judges. But when you're in a game, you normally just ask the questions. You don't have time to think about rules as well.
And both these games actually looking pretty strong for Josh. Shaun not drawing the best cards he could have drawn.
And there it is.
Lily of the Veil. Minus.
Minus. Oh, he doesn't use the meter ball to protect it.
There's no point protecting at this point.
Oh, he just passes back. Why didn't he swing in with the 2 zombies?
Doesn't want one to die to the mutable.
Like,
But
look,
that's
getting
really
3
good.
instead of 4. I mean, in 4.
Shaun just trying to see what other cards Josh has in his deck at this
In for
point.
7. Yeah, the Tarmogoyf is 6, 7.
No, it's
5,
missing
6.
tribal and missing artifact.
So, yes, 6, 7.
Yes.
Okay, so that's
there is an enchantment in the yard.
Yes.
And there's a planeswalker because of the ulti.
So that was, coming in for 18. Shaun could have, of course, blocked with the Meteor Vault, tried to stem it for 1 extra turn, but then he would be facing down
I think Josh
16.
wouldn't even play anything at that point. There's no point. Don't show any more of my deck. You saw the last up. Josh could actually be considering signing out the last up on the draw.
Yeah, I think on the draw she's a little bit worse here in this specific matchup.
We get to see if he does indeed do that.
He's taking out Lily of the Veil though.
Possibly
That's what he put down.
Possibly putting in another Lily last up.
I couldn't see what that was. And he's taking out a Thoughtseize.
Yeah, Thoughtseize is not particularly good on the draw against this deck. Shaun may consider putting Chalice back in and taking out Aether. I'm still not sure why Aetherval was in his deck on the draw, to be honest with you. I suppose instant speed flashing in Merfolk that bounce things.
It's still reasonable. I mean, if he can get an early control of the board and then like ride it out on
Although
the
I could
Aetherval.
just be super dog in whether or not you take Aetherval out at all. I'm not a Merfolk player. I do not claim to be one. I generally dislike the deck in general.
How so?
Both playing against it and with it.
I don't like playing against it, but yes.
I mean, playing with it is fine. That's Trading Seas, one of my favorite cards. But playing against it, especially since I was playing Burn for most of the beginning of the year, it's like, oh, Merfolk match. Wow, I'm probably going to lose this one.
Going into game 3.
I wonder if Death Shadow can beat Merfolk.
That's a very good question.
I think the Giant Death Shadow version will probably have an okay game against it. Not sure what yours is. And it looks like a Dispel.
There's a Dispel on top, which is interesting.
Well, you saw a lot of spot removal.
Yes. 2 lands, 3 lands. I guess as well. I mean, it's definitely keeping it. Josh's hand also doesn't look too bad. He's got Disruption turn 1.
And they were seeing Curse Catcher.
And then
Going to combat first. Fatal Push? Do you play Fatal Push risking a Lord coming down? The stack does look like bait.
that kind of does, yes. How much is that? 2?
Just one.
1, sure.
Silvergill revealing. That is Tidebinder Mage?
That is the Tidebinder Mage, yes. And
Josh going to 18 fetching basic swamp.
No, he's not caring. He's gonna leave it.
He's not even gonna kill. I suppose seeing the tide binder.
Oh, he is. He's shocking. Wow, that is quite aggressive.
He needs to fix his mana. Wait, killing the curse catcher. Okay, that makes sense. He wants to play additional removal spells without the risk of them being counted. I mean, that curse catcher dealt 4 damage.
Yes, it did some good work. And there's Inquisition.
This spell, Tidebinder Mage, double Master of Waves.
You take I think you just take, yeah, you take the Tidebinder, definitely. Let him have the Dispel. It's good to remember, but yeah, I mean, he could afford to lose one removal spell, I think, with the number he cited in.
Although double Master is something.
There's Lord that he just drew.
Ooh, Josh is stuck on one land. That is something that you can't overlook. Josh down to 13.
He got his second one at least.
Is a Blooming Wash, so no damage there. Unfortunately now, Josh has to abrupt decay if he wants to kill the Lord because Shaun's holding up this spell.
It's worth it.
See, unfortunately, I can't make the joke I was planning on making for this spell play that Shaun would be holding up 1 mana for every time. Josh would be thinking something fish is going on. But now he knows about it. So.
He ruined the joke. And we'll call it a joke because, you know, it was quite a joke.
Although this makes me think Josh has more than one feature in hand because he did take the feature that tapped out, or taps down another feature.
Well, yeah, the thing is, the Tidebinder Mage shuts down most of his creatures.
And the only reason I could see taking it is he doesn't have a lot of removal, and he has multiple creatures.
He's got a Lily in hand, he's got a Ooze. He has a tracker, 2 trackers. Oh, that's unfortunate.
And stuck on 1 land for the first 2 turns. Getting a second land on the 3rd turn is helpful, but when most of his spells cost 3 in hand, it's not ideal. Shaun also has the ability to just untap, slam a land, and then slam Master of Waves.
Will it be worth it though? I
Yes.
probably will, yeah. Just get that pressure up. Oh, that was a Ghost Quarter, not even a Blooming Moth.
Oh wow.
Okay, gets basic, and then he's
It's
going
a forest, abrupt decay, the Master. Oh, well, this seems not good. Yeah, this seems
Oh, it's
actively
2.
not good.
Okay, so in Josh's hand is 2 decays, not 2 trackers. The promo decay kind of looking like the Titus tracker from here.
And now we're going to see Master of Waves.
Which gives him, I think he just kind of rides it out. Take 2.
And Josh is on. He's getting decent draws considering he's been stuck on mana.
You think, well, no, oh. That.
Ow. Adaptive Decay doesn't.
Is he really?
I don't think.
Yes, he is.
Oh, go Kite Charm. -1, -1 to everything.
Ooh, that is, okay, that is actually very nice. I forgot that he could bring in the charm against this deck. Hoses.
Plays another Master. And now we can just top deck a Swamp for the Lily. Does not top deck.
He did not get swamped, he's not that lucky.
Scavenging Ooze though. Shaun's just not gonna attack with the Master of Waves.
Yeah, you could.
Wake up Mutable.
How about 5?
Oh yes, it's an elemental as well because it's a mutable. So Josh maybe trades with the elemental. Then it takes 3, goes to 5.
That is, I think that's pretty much his only play here.
I mean, going to 3 when his opponent plays Vapor Snag is not the most ideal thing in the world.
No.
Although I'm pretty sure his opponent's sitting with a land. If his opponent had Vapor Snag or any removal spell in hand, he would just attack.
He goes down to 3.
And we do in fact see Minamo, I think.
Yeah.
Could be a border actually.
And that's another fetch land for Josh.
No, I think that's an Ogden.
No, if it was, he'd be dead.
Yes. He fetched 4 and Ogden to him. That.
Yes. So yeah, you just play a Catacombs there. So if he really, really wants to risk it, he can go fetch a basic swamp, play the Lily.
He's neutral.
Oh, he just passed back. Okay. Well, he's got Abrupt Decay in hand, so.
Is he? Oh yes, he still has the second one.
Go up to 4. Goes up to 5. And then blocks the Mutavault.
Takes 2, goes down.
Go back to 3. That is. And then.
I don't know if the Harbinger of Tides was the right play. You could flash it in.
Goes down to 2. Okay, now he's. I look, it's tight.
He's still holding up the Dispel, and the Abducticate doesn't kill Master of Waves.
Yeah.
Although Josh can.
Oh, he's looking for something he doesn't have anymore.
Basic Forest.
No, it actually needs to be
It needs to be a swamp.
a swamp because of the Lily. The fact that it's a basic catches me off guard. I guess he has a fatal push that he can use right now in the end of turn.
Or maybe he doesn't have any more Overgrown Tombs.
How's that even possible?
I believe he plays 2. Yeah, he
Oh, he
plays
plays
2
two.
Overgrown Tombs, and he goes forward to his other one.
Sure, okay. I'm surprised. The only ones to, but okay, okay. I can get behind that.
I can't. I mean, he has to now fetch Swamp. That was the issue.
Yeah. Making choices.
I do think Shaun isn't having seat here.
Passes back. Wow. Passing back with.
Josh is effectively on 4 here.
He's coming in full. Kill that.
Okay, the Harbinger of Tides.
Yes.
That does happen.
Yes. Now what?
Block the Master of Waves.
Eat that. Go up to 3.
Take 2.
Take 2. Goes down to 1.
Vapor Snag for the flavor win. Come on.
Pass back. Vapor Snag off the top. Come
5
on.
mana. What an. Oh, he's drawing a card. I was like, what on earth is 5 mana in Merfolk?
That thing. That just means he doesn't have any more.
Merfolk to play. We know his last card. So does Josh. It's this spell.
It's of course still the Dispel. Lily, sack it please. Comes in for 5.
Josh mages make a miraculous recovery.
Like the only thing that kills him here is the snag that he gets off the top.
We did call it.
We
Make the
did.
snag off the top.
Wow. Okay.
Shaun extends the hand.
And that's that. I mean, that was the flavor win we all wanted to see. Cool.
I must
So
say, I'm excited for that win.
that was pretty impressive gameplay. Also, like Josh fighting there from so low down,
Yeah,
actually
he's-
almost winning it.
His land count really, well, he's the fact that he missed the land drop on 2 and then missed additional land drops afterwards.
Yeah.
Really hurt him.
Yeah, that was really like but that's what I'm saying, is like fighting back from there, almost looking like he
He
could have
did
won.
have a million removal spells though.
Yes, but that's kind of what the point is of playing rock.
True.
Yeah, so 1 round left. Shaun Capes will be on the top table, either against Gavin, that we've already seen play, or Thomas Campbell if he won that game.
So it's either going to be humans against Merfolk, which I favor humans for actually, and then Scape Shift. Actually, no. Humans versus Merfolk, I favor Merfolk because Merfolk's about
Yeah,
as fast and as disruption. And on Gavin versus Shaun,
I think
wow,
Scape Shift
I think Scape Shift too.
can just like win it out. Okay, well, we will leave the musings on until we actually know who it is.
Yeah.
We'll be back for the next one. Cheers.